So what's going on, guys? This is just a quick guide to removing, setting, replacing and then testing the transmission for the Savage XL 5.9 GT6. So first of all, guys, we have to undo some stuff. There's a screw here, here and two exactly the same the other side. They're all 2mm hexes. This screw up here is a 2.5mm hex, and there's 3 screws in the top of the transmission. 1, 2, 3, and they're 2mm hexes as well. And the adjustments that we're going to do to the transmission will all be 2mm hexes as well. So once we've removed the 2 screws here, the 2 screws here, and this, and the 3 screws on the transmission, this transmission top here and this spur gear will just lift straight up. After it lifts straight up, you can then just take the center cluster, which is straight underneath, pull that out. So when I've taken that all apart, I'll get back to you with the center cluster. Okay guys, so we've got the middle cluster, which is where we adjust the change. Now on this Savage, you can change second to third without taking this out or taking anything off. You can do it through the window. You just pull the little grommet off and you can do it through the window. But to change from first to second, you have to take it out. It's a little bit counterintuitive, isn't it? Because you would think that it would be first to second you could change easier, and then second to third you would take apart. But anyway, that's just how it is. Okay, so here's the center cluster. Next you have to remove this C-clip here. Then you remove this here, and underneath it is a little retaining pin which just pushes out there. So then if you undo third, it's a 2mm hex, and it's the bottom one. This one's pretty tight. It's probably going to round off if I try and get it off. No, it's done. And then underneath the first grub screw is the second grub screw, which has got a pin that attaches it to the shaft. After that, you'll be able to remove the gears and get to the clutch. So this is what you'll be left with afterwards. It's the first to second change, and to adjust it, it's 1 3/4 turns past the flush cutout line. Okay, now it's time to do this, which is the third gear. You can't really see very well in there, but the adjustment is 3.5 turns past line A. Now there's a sort of an elliptical shaped hole there, and the bottom of it where it's flush is line A, so it's 3.5 turns in from there. Okay, now it's time to reassemble the rest of it. So this, your first gear goes on like this, pushes in like that. Then you have your other gear here. First of all, you put the pin through, sorry, like so. This one sits on top, locks in like that. This is much better now, this trans. Then you have the 2 bearings, one there, next you want the C-clip in the top there, C-clip in the top. It looks like that. Everything spins okay. Okay guys, so the center cluster now is fully reassembled, and it's time to put it back in the truck. we can put the these parts of the roll bar back on. With these ones, it's best not to do them too tight, because what happens is the head of the screw gets lodged into the plastic at the side. Then when you try and undo it, it's sort of welded half into the plastic, so you can't get them out. So just do them up a little bit tight, but not too much. Otherwise you'll have the same problem. What I mean is do them up tight, but don't do them up till they're back in, like, cutting into the plastic. So remember, the small one goes at the front here. You can see in the transmission case, the top of it, the hole where it goes into. If you look at the case is actually smaller there, so that's why you put the smaller screw in, because there's just not as it's not as deep, the hole into the case. Just be a bit careful here as well, because the throttle linkage can catch on the screw as it goes in, so you just got to sort of lift it just over the top of the head and then screw it in. Then once it goes past it, it's fine again. And that's it. And finally, we have this one with the 2.5 size hex. All the rest were 2s. So I might be able to put it on the other side. I don't think it matters which side. And that's it, guys. That's how to remove, take apart your transmission, set it and put it back. Hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you on the next one.